Welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy, and today we are going to continue using the Beary Cute stamp set. I have done this one using the Beary Christmas Designer Series paper in the background, and I've used the Merry Christmas greeting from the stamp set, but I've only stamped one of the words at a time. So we'll go through that, and I've made the Christmas tree 3D, so you can see it there, but it will lay flat to post and then it will pop back up again. I'm not a real huge fan of this plain background, so for the video we're going to run it through the paint to texture folder, and instead of the faceted gems I'm going to use the blooming pearls to decorate. So let's go ahead and get started. I have used one of the Stylish Shapes square dies, the largest one, to cut out the piece that we will be embossing. So again, always cut out your cut out with the dies first and then emboss, so you don't squash your embossing. So I'm just going to run that right through, fold it right out of the gate here, and then we will work on the greeting and then putting the card together. So I'm going to need my other plates back on the machine so that I can do the die cutting later. So let's just put that like that. Okay, so I've got that die cut out now. That's going to go over there, or die cut, embossed. We're just going to put the folder up there to get it out of the way. Now I'm going to take my Old Olive. The trees are also stamped in Old Olive, and I am just going to ink up the Merry, just like that, and I'm going to pop it to make sure I've got no residual ink on there. Put it right there like that, and I did have residual ink. Okay, so paper has two sides. We're going to flip that over. We're going to clean the stamp. So get out my cleaner and my pad, and let's just give that a good clean, and now we can do that again. So I'm going to ink up just the Merry, and I'm going to stamp at the top here, and then I'm going to clean the stamp so I don't get that residual again, and I'm going to ink up the Christmas and make sure I don't have anything on the Merry. There we go. Let's give that a bit more ink, and then pop that down as well. There we go. So we've got the Merry and the Christmas. We're going to close the ink pad like that. Okay, and I'm using one of the banner dies to do this. So I'm going to line this up in the middle like that. And I'm just going to use a sticky note to hold that in place. This one is perfect also for your mini cut and emboss if you've got one of the small machines. I just always have my large one out on my counter, so I tend to usually just use my small one when I'm traveling. So we've got the Merry. And put that down like that, and then we need to do the same thing with the Christmas. Line it up in the middle of the die, up and down and side to side. Pop a sticky note on it and run it through the machine again. So I wanted something small, a greeting that was small and contained within the kind of the width of this. Like these are the same width, or just a little bit narrower than the middle. So I wanted it all to kind of just stack. So that's why I did it this way. So let's go ahead and build this card. I was going to do something very different. So I had a tent fold card. I was actually going to make this go this way. Changed my mind completely to go this way, but didn't want to cut a new piece of cardstock. The Flirty Flamingo cardstock seems to be a little bit stiffer than the standard white. I'm not quite sure. Different cardstock sometimes just feels just a little bit different. And I had this one standing up I did the prototype earlier today and then went and did all kinds of cleaning the yard for fall and winter and cooking Sunday dinner. So it was standing up like this, whoops, the whole time I was away doing other things, and it hasn't sagged. So we'll just hope for the best with that. This is going to be flat mounted because the tree is actually going to be quite thick when we adhere it down. So I don't want to make it any bulkier than it is. Okay, so that is down. And the way the presents go, it's a little bit difficult to see, but this is actually straight. Now, I stamped the trees in old olive, cut them out, fussy cut them. It doesn't take long. And then I used my cutting machine to score down the middle. So I'm folding these trees roughly in half. They're not perfectly in half, but the closest to being in half is the one I'm going to have in the middle. So I'm just going to take my adhesive and I'm going to run my adhesive down like that, and then I'm just going to layer them up like that. Okay, so I need to do the same thing on this side, and I'm going to layer it up. One side is always easier to do than the other. So I'm going to layer that up like that. And when you unfold it, you've got the 3D tree. So what you need to do, you can just fold it flat and then run adhesive along the back like that. And I want to leave enough room at the top to put a one of the pearls, the blooming pearls at the top, so that it looks like a star on top of the tree. So that is your 3D tree. Again, folds down to post and then pops right back up again. I am going to grab one of these. Oh, I got lots of putty going on there. One of these large ones and just put it right at the top of the tree like that, so it looks like a star on the top of the tree. I'm going to take my Merry and my Christmas and I am going to dimensionalize those. So we pop one like that, and one like that, and there we go. And then we just line them up underneath. So we can peel those off, put them in my little bin on the side there, and just line this up to go right underneath there, straight and in line there. And then we'll do the same thing with the Christmas. And I already like it better with the embossing folder. Whoops. So just leave a little bit of a gap, line that up so we're straight and even. And there we go. So now we can bling this up as much as we want. It's going to use some small ones. I was thinking about blinging the tree itself, but it would make it awfully thick. If you're going to put it inside a parcel, then you absolutely could kind of bling it up a little bit. But if you're putting it through regular mail, I wouldn't recommend blinging it up because it's already going to be quite bulky. So I'm just going to pop some more of these over just wherever they seem to fit. Oops, that one's gone sideways on me. Okay. So we're going to pop that one like that. And pop another one over here like that. I've got lots of blue and very little pink, so let's just move that one to there. Pop another pink one over here. And maybe just move this pink one up to here, except now I've taken off the sticky on the back. Just peel that off, grab another one. I seem to be on a mission to use bling these days, so I will be reordering my bling for sure. But I love the little pearls and that for Christmas. And if this was going in a parcel, I absolutely would bling up the tree, but it's not going to. So that is our card. These are the two versions, and I have to say I like the second version a lot better. Lots more interest to it, not quite so plain. And I like the little baubles. They seem to be more in in alignment or in balance with the size of the tree. These ones are like just a little bit big for the tree. So anyway, that is card number 2 using the Beary Cute Bundle. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.